Welcome to the Sabrae Show Live, where we control our own narratives and have the conversations that we need to have in order to empower our community. I'm your host, Sabrae, and this is Yatta, the beautiful, the lovely, the smart, the non-ghetto, the intellectual, the 2-degree holding Yatta. Okay?
Hello.
And this is...
You better bring it on. You better lay it on. You better lay it on. Size them up now. Size them up now.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 5'6".
No. Hey, yo. Doing you dirty.
No. Okay, you at least 6'1", right? You 6'1"?
Doing you
6
dirty.
feet? All right, ladies.
You see how women's... Nah, I'm not going to even go ahead.
All right. No. For real,
This is me.
No,
I'm
for
back.
real. No.
I was on a one-show suspension.
First of all, ladies, welcome Sean, okay? He is standing at least 6 feet because he's way taller than both of us, me and Yatta.
Exactly.
He is brilliant, responsible, decent looking I've heard.
Decent looking.
You're mediocre at best.
No, it's the way of saying I'm engaged.
You holding it down, whatever.
Yeah, and this is Sean, a.k.a. Sunny M. Hoffa, a.k.a.
Chaos.
Young Chaos.
My nigga Young Chaos on the ones and twos, you know what I'm saying? Respect.
You gonna make... I just told y'all... I told y'all a pivotal...
It's okay.
Chaos. I'm sorry. I feel like that's such a stereotypical rap name or something.
Because I was young. I did not know any better.
I did not know.
It's okay. It's fine.
You got
So, yeah.
Fucking vicious drum roll. Go continue, Sabrae.
Welcome to the best show in the DMV. We are the best. Trust me, I've heard other shows. I've heard other shows, so we are the best show in the DMV.
Apple Podcasts
and
too,
we
so
shout out to my man Will. Okay,
Ill
Will helped us out. He got us on Apple Podcasts, so make sure you go to Apple Podcasts in your phone if you have iPhone. I don't know. I think it's on SoundCloud too. But if you have an Android or whatever. But if you don't know what podcast is in your phone, a lot of people's like, well, what's that? Just go in the search of your phone, type in podcast, and that little purple icon app is going to come up. And you search the Sabrae Show Live. You subscribe to it, get our algorithms up if you love it. And that way, you don't have to be connected to internet to enjoy the audio of the show. Like YouTube, you need to see it. You need to, have internet connection. So if you work outside or something like that, you can just listen to the audio and it's going to be clear. You can download it.
You know what I'm saying?
And just don't think you can have an Apple device, but it works with Android too. So
it does.
We were in the barber shop.
That's
Remember,
right,
you were hating on me. You was like, oh, subscribe to the show.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You had to download it or something.
I went to my Play Store.
Got you. Okay.
And then it was simple because our phones can do everything that your phones can't do.
It's just not as easy. I get it. So make sure you go.
Next topic: Apple versus Android.
I've been
trying to get humble.
Just humble and just roll right.
I be trying to be humble
it's
about.
Just harder for y'all anyway. Yeah. So what we about to?
It was simple. It took 20 seconds for me to do.
Definitely.
And that's because the Wi-Fi in the barbershop was fucked up. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's that Android
That's all right.
antenna.
I'll make sure I let my girl Kai know.
Okay. It was just, maybe it was the rain. I'm not saying it. It was the
Wi-Fi always
now you want to blame it on the rain.
The Wi-Fi is always on.
I don't want Kai coming for my head.
Now you want to blame it on the rain.
Light your ass up. But anyway, I just wanted, for this episode, I just want to get into y'all because the listeners need to know more about us. They hear about our perspectives, and they get a little bit of us, based on our perspective.
Judgy too.
Oh yeah, the comments be real. I
just want you guys to know, FYI, you don't know me. You don't. I mean, there's no shade. Honestly,
you might see her in the streets, but homie, you don't know her.
You don't.
And that's just the reality. Understand that. We're on a show. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we all have different backgrounds, different perspectives, different life experiences. We're going to come from different avenues. Oftentimes, Sabrae and I agree on a lot of things. There's times where we don't, but we just collectively agree to disagree. That's what it is. We're different people. But it's at the same time, we want to have fun while we do this. There's always going to be you know what I'm saying? This is not CNN. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
we want to address the issues, but also in a manner that's entertaining, because that's what, you know, engages the audience and makes the audience want to tune in, because it's like, oh, they be having a tea, they be tackling the subject, but man, they be funny now, you know, like, and that's just what it is. But it's like, you don't like actually personally know us, so it's like, you know, maybe not, you know.
And guys, y'all are weak. These are not just my business partners. They're family. Y'all weak in the comments, like talking bad. It's whack. You know, you talking bad about like black women, like that's whack, man. Get your I don't have anything to say to y'all. It's just whack. It's whack.
The negative comments will come. It comes with the territory. When we sign up to be in here in front of the public, that's kind of what you sign up for. Some people gonna like it. Some people gonna hate it. Some people not going to care. That's what Charlamagne always says, and I really receive that because that's my uncle.
They don't hate it. They don't hate it though. That's my uncle. How are they in tune about our perspective if they hate it?
Well, because they listen.
They watching it.
Well,
they love it.
They
love it.
Yeah.
Undercover fans.
Yeah.
Blatant.
They love it.
Yeah, but
best show in the DMV.
But you don't have. This is the thing. Like, you don't have to agree in order to understand another perspective. Like, I always want to hear people with different perspectives from me because you can learn something, or you could just sharpen up your point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you end up not agreeing with that person, at least you're like, okay, well, my point got stronger after having that conversation, and it's still respectful and everything like that. But you know, people always gonna have like, you know, comment section fingers. Right. Like, they just gonna say things that they wouldn't normally say.
You don't have to take shots in order to. Well, you can disagree. You disagree. That's just what it is.
But they do have to take shots, though.
You don't understand my perspective. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. I'm not you. I'm not expecting you to understand it. It's not here for you to, you know, adopt my views. My views are my views because I'm me. You don't live or walk in my shoes. So that's perfectly fine. But you don't have to tear at people in order to state your point that you don't disagree with the name calling and all that stuff. You know, like for me, you know, I don't care either way because none of y'all can beat me. So that's just what it is.
She always gotta go Glenarden with it.
That was a joke.
Always gotta go Landover with it.
None of y'all want to see our location, so I don't care. No, that's just a joke. That honestly was a joke.
She's not joking. Continue.
Shut up. But the reality is, it's just like certain things that's kind of like a slap in the face. Like for you to accuse like us at any capacity. Like, the irony in being someone accusing you of colorism all while referring to you by your complexion, that's super interesting to me. Yeah. Like,
it was very it was a walking contradiction.
Absolutely.
When someone's called you the red one, don't understand.
My name gets announced at the beginning of every show. You really don't have to refer to me as the red one. I'm not even red. It's the lighting. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am toasted coconut, and I will be addressed as
hazelnut. Hazelnut.
From now on, if y'all want to shit on Yatta, say the hazelnut one.
Say the third option down from Starbucks. I used to be a barista in my past lifetime.
The third option down from Starbucks. You can go to hell, okay? But like, seriously, that's kind of frustrating to me because, like I said, it goes both ways. It's, you know, like it can go either way to where it's people come at you or feel like you're not black enough because you're not, you know, you're lighter than the paper bag or whatever you want to call it.
You're
like,
definitely
you know,
black
I got
enough.
time for that. Like boy, yeah, you feel me? So,
but it's weird, and then we're not against each other at all. So this narrative that people have in the comment section, it's really wild. It's just funny. But if first of all, people talk about celebrities all the time. They shit on them like all the time in their comments. So I don't know if they do that to them and they have millions of followers and all that, and millions of influence. They definitely will do that to us. And we're talking about some black empowerment shit like. It just is what it is. Some people gonna love it though. I just fuck with the people who love it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you want to come in and shit on it, that's on you.
Hater will love it. The underdogs on top.
I just feel like at this point, if you're gonna throw shade, also throw your location, and we can just talk about it.
Don't
you see how black? You see how black she got with it?
Don't throw me your location because I don't give a shit. I don't want to know where your trailer park is.
You know what?
See, I'm non-violent.
I'm not violent either. I be chilling.
Yeah, I don't really care. I know over like last weekend, I wanted to talk about this because I offended someone. And I want y'all to tell me if this is wrong, okay? So I let it go. I apologized to the girl. So I was out, and a friend of a friend came with us. She's a biracial woman, which is black, but she's mixed with black and white.
Is she black?
For the sake of the story.
Okay, got
She's mixed with black and white.
Well, it depends. Do she think she
it wouldn't matter.
You gotta let her have her moment, dog. She's black, but she's biracial.
She's black, but she's
You
biracial. So whether I don't know what she identifies mostly as, or because I've heard some people like I don't want to identify as black or white.
Yeah, because if she one of those,
right.
she whatever she wanted. I'm not going to give her the pass of being black.
But that wouldn't matter in this situation. So
because we are the superior race. Continue.
Yes, pretty much. Because anyway,
Wakanda.
So we were out and about, and we were all drinking or whatever. They were drinking first, and I ended up drinking later on. So by the time at the end of the night when we had this conversation, I was a little more turned. They were like a little bit more chill. That's why I don't really drink that much. So anyway, they got on the subject of like jobs, and what everybody did for a living or whatever. And then she was just like, yeah, I work in a nonprofit. I don't really make that much money, but I like what I do, blah, blah, blah. And so long story short, I was like, well, you should use your whiteness. You should use your whiteness for career advances. You know what I'm saying? You should like play up your whiteness for career advances. That's all I mean, there's a such thing as white privilege. And if you, at least you can get half of it, try to get half. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make, because if you went to a 4-year college, a big school, I'm just thinking logical. You need to make money that pays for that expensive ass school. And so I'm not telling, like, I wasn't judgy. I just said it in a way. Because we were just talking about last week with the other girl who was dark brown like me. And y'all were talking about how, like, y'all used to straighten y'all hair for job interviews or wear certain, I guess, Banana Republic type outfits. I guess to play it up a little. And y'all playing up whiteness that y'all don't even have. So if she's half white and she was, like, I guess, passable to a degree. That's all I was basically.
Finesse that joint,
That's all I was saying. And so my friend that she was friends with, who came with us, she was like, you said it, you were kind of rude or whatever. That was kind of mean and whatnot. And I asked Chris, and he was like, yeah, I mean, it was a little awkward after you said it, but I was drunk. I didn't know. And long story short, I offended her, but I really didn't mean to. Is that something that did y'all think I was out of line?
No.
No, not at all, honestly, because I mean that's like I don't feel like you're not taking shots or coming at her in a negative manner. It's just you're telling you like, hey, you're biracial, you have a white half, use it to your advantage for career advancement. I feel like it's pretty solid advice, like
because people actually do it. Because people actually, I'm not saying like that.
Like if you weren't aware, sis, you better maximize.
You have the benefit to switch up when you can. Use it to your advantage. There's nothing wrong with that.
Saying, but
secure that bag, like.
Because you do got some mixed people who look like, J. Cole. Then you got some that look like...
J. Cole mixed?
Yeah, his mom is white.
Seriously?
I don't listen to that.
K. Cole was white.
I mean, everybody knows that, though. Then you got some...
I didn't know that.
But then you have some biracial people that look like Logic, who Logic looks like...
He looks white.
But so she's like teetering in the middle or whatever. And I was cool with her, so I didn't mean to offend her, but I did end up apologizing. But I just was like, do people not know that that's an actual thing? Like... People actually play up their, even if they're not half like white.
It's just called,
because if I was mixed, I would definitely wear my Sperry's to an interview. My Gap. Hey.
How about a round of 18 holes?
Yeah. To me, it's a dog-eat-dog world. So if you have that one upper, use it. It's nothing wrong with that to me.
And I didn't mean like to shit on other people, because you can advance yourself, use certain things to your advantage without shitting on people. Just like some people use their femininity for career advances. Not
women do it all the time. To get in the club.
I'm just saying.
When the last time you paid to get in the club? I'm paying $100 because I got on a fitted.
Well,
that match my shoes.
Dress code.
Golly, I don't even wear fitteds. I was thinking about like back to 2005 in Love. They be like, oh yeah, it's 20. Oh, your shoes hat, 200.
Damn.
But and 5 of your girlfriends. Oh yeah, come.
Well, guess we going to Fast Eddie's now.
I mean, I'm just saying, people do it. Like even if it's not off no like sexual favors, women will be like, just because they play the role to get. Little advances, and that's all I
tried to get out of tickets. You do what you have to do.
Yeah, prop your boobs up a little bit.
I really
I've tried to get out of position that you should put me
guys.
in.
You don't have that perk, but I'm not mad at y'all for that. I realized when me and my friends have parties, I always used to say, "Damn, how women get in events, free this and that."
Because women bring them in.
But no, it's the same way. Like now, my man be like, "Oh, you let them broads in?" I said, first of all, they're queens. And second of all, my nigga, you was just balling on Snapchat. You can't pay $20?
Right, you right.
Why would I let the women? Don't you want to see
let the women in because the women draw the men?
Exactly. I said, don't you want to
be
don't you want to see women? So if 5 women want to come in, why you get mad because I'm not charging them?
Right.
Because then you're going to get mad because it ain't no woman in here.
Right. You're going to come in there, it's going to be freaking breakfast with me, a sausage fest. No one wants to be at the sausage fest.
I hate that because like I'm supplying you women that would never talk to you in any other occasion. You come in there
like, where are the chicks at, dog? I don't even like being at a venue where it's like all these dudes and like full girls. It's like, where are those?
Yeah.
No shade, but like, and no offense, I'm not calling you guys hoes. I don't want to like put that guy's video back on blast, but he explained how hoes are not hoes, they just the hoes. Like,
yeah, you're right. The hoes.
No, that's what he said. He was like, a girl got mad because they was over some girls over here, and his man's called him and was like, where the hoes at? And he's like, well, it's a couple of them over here. Well, we ain't no hoes. He was like, I'm not calling y'all hoes individually, but
I'm not
y'all the hoes.
But
like,
he meant it's like.
But he said any group of women is the hoes. He said it could be CeCe Winans and her friends. If y'all together, y'all the hoes. He said,
don't let the hoes hear. I mean, don't let the women in the group of women hear you
if a goose by itself, it's a goose, but a group of goose, them is geese. He said you don't hear no goose talking about some. Hey, look at them geese over there. Oh, it ain't no geese over here.
No, but it is if you like say if I'm at a party, right, and my man on the phone, he be like, "There's some bitches over there." I wouldn't say it's no bitches over here, but there are some Cleopatras. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna say, there's some bitches over here. I'm not really. I mean, I'm calling. You
gotta just say you can't elaborate. You just be like, don't say
instead of, or I'd be like, the hose is right there. You see
1, 2, 3,
right.
4. Hey, raise your hand.
You can't let them hear you say that.
There's 4 hoes over here, 3 women, 2 lawyers.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Leave me alone.
I can't with y'all.
But you can't let the hoes hear you call them the hoes.
Yeah, just don't. Exactly. You just gotta be discreet when calling hoes.
Yeah. Yes, for real. If that's your language, just don't disrespect anyone or offend anyone.
That's why they're letting women.
Or you're gonna have to.
Because when you say like, if a woman say it's some cute niggas over there, I'm gonna be like, niggas, who's the nigga over here?
I'm a king.
First of all, that's not even how we talk. That's not even how we speak.
So women don't be like, there's some cute niggas over there. They won't say that.
I mean, no, I don't think so.
I mean,
I would have, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
but
5 years ago, Sabrae.
Is it some work over? No, I'd be like, is it some work over there?
Right, we don't say it's some niggas here.
No, I might say it with
if we say niggas, it's like you say niggas.
Like some cute niggas over there. I've said it before. I'm sorry, guilty, but most time I'd be like, is there some work in that joint?
See, back when I was dating, it was debate.
Debate. I mean, that's
periodic. You kind of still use that sometimes, but
but men. I'm not gonna say men. It's always gonna be like, man, come to a party. I'm like, how that joint looking over there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's some joints over there. You know, this joint, yeah. So you have
word of the day, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta break down the definition.
Please.
It is. It's very much. What's the word I'm looking for?
This what I
want. Break it down.
Means it's extremely popping. It's awesome.
This has been
fantastic.
But the Webster's definition of yeah.
Means jai is like very.
Okay.
Like like very much like very much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like something great, something good, something plentiful.
So this is a popular debate.
It's very much fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
How is Jai spelled?
J-I. That's it. That's all. Ain't
Jai?
no J-H-I. Ain't no J-H-I.
It's not J-Y?
Ain't no J-Y.
No.
I could give you J-I. I will give you J-Y.
Okay.
J-Y is passable.
Okay.
But it's 2 letters. Don't give me a J-H-I.
Yeah, that's too much.
J-H-Y, J-A-I.
That's
okay.
J, yeah, you're right.
So J-I.
is J.
So you heard it here first. It's J-I.
J-I.
The vowel is interchangeable, but that is it. There will be no other spellings.
You hear the degrees coming in.
Yes.
You hear the degrees coming in.
Yes.
Spell it anywhere else. We're gonna assume that you're not from here and that you're an infiltrator and
yes.
Yeah, you're from Woodbridge.
Yes,
you're from Woodbridge.
Here. You're from the dorm.
You're from Mo County.
What is the DMV? What y'all label the DMV?
All right, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. I would like to answer that first.
If you ever use the word terminology, because The DC niggas would be like this.
No,
Billy,
Yeah.
I'm from DC.
You know what? I was
all
thinking
from
in the
DC.
car. I was driving in the car and I was thinking like, should we just drop the V? Because I don't know. Well, you know what? What?
No, the V count because you got Pentagon City.
True. My bad.
That's
No disrespect.
right over the bridge.
No,
Don't ever come
I'm
to Fast
talking
Eddie's
about-
or Chuck E. Cheese again.
My bad. You know what? And shout out to all the people that watch us from Virginia. I was literally talking about like Trump supporter, like, you know what I mean? Commonwealth Trump supporter type in Virginia. It's a lot of those out there. But you know, it's a lot of us
Not
out there
even really
too.
included. Like we didn't.
And Tyson's. We all go to Tyson's.
True, we do. We
McLean
do.
is well, it's reachable by metro, so I guess technically, but it's like who's really from McLean?
Okay,
Nobody's
so
from McLean.
let's say, okay, so
Nobody,
DMV.
baby.
So at all of DC,
Okay, all of DC. We all know that.
yes. The M
Okay.
is
Where
going
does
to
it
be.
stop in Maryland?
All right, so we got PG County.
Exit 2 up until exit what? So
We got, of course, PG County is like the most of it.
Yeah, of
The DMV,
course.
PG County reps heavy for the DMV. Like we are more heavily into that other PG County, and it could really be PG County and DC. Pretty much makes most of the DMV. And
Agreed.
then yes,
I feel like we're not going past Georgia Ave though, like for the Maryland side. Like I feel like we're not going past
Yeah.
the Georgia Avenue exit. I feel like
I feel like we got to give some parts of Mo County, like Silver Spring. I think that's the
Yeah.
Silver Spring
Yep,
is part
yep.
of that because that's you get
I
to
don't
Silver
even remember.
Spring.
I don't know the exits.
We're
I
not
know
going
the
past
names.
exit like 31. Anything beyond
No.
31, you can go ahead and get the fuck.
and we talking about on 495 for the people who
Some
ain't from
Bethesda.
here. No.
But that's
So
like
unanimous.
33, 36.
That's
Bethesda
not
like
the DMV.
I mean, technically, yes. You know, but where do and for the people out here that are not from the
these places though, like you just
Nobody
don't
we
relocate.
really know, but I mean, like, I think that's close enough. That's 30 minutes away. I
But
think
like
that's close
Cumberland
enough.
is not a part of.
Oh,
the
no,
DMV.
no,
Like,
that's
like the mountains. For all the people that's not from here,
Baltimore,
like
DMV means-
Hagerstown,
Right.
Eastern Shore. No, but I would say
Baltimore,
Bethesda
absolutely
DMV
not.
because the metro goes to Bethesda.
No, I said Baltimore, absolutely not.
Yeah. But you said the metro.
Baltimore is
Well,
its
yeah.
own self, and I
its own
have
state.
so
It's
much
not even-
respect.
Baltimore, San
First of all,
Francisco.
hold on, wait. Baltimore, I have so much love for Baltimore. It's a lot of black people in Baltimore that really fuck with us. So shout out to Baltimore, but y'all know
Shout
y'all
out
want
to
to be
B-Boy.
by yourself.
What up,
Y'all
yo?
are
What up,
Philly-
yo?
Y'all are Philly Junior and
Philly Junior Bacon
Yes,
Cheeseburger. What
you
up?
know-
Shout out to all my yos.
For the people who's not from here, DMV is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. A lot of people, believe it or not, they get on me about not explaining that. And so, Baltimore, when you're trying to think about Maryland, really think about it separate from Baltimore, and the rest of Maryland is separate. Just, you know, that's how the people from here think of it. You know,
I mean, PG County and the rest of we don't associate like any other parts of Maryland, like
Baltimore's considered to be like
Salisbury,
another state, basically.
like Salisbury and stuff. Like you say, Maryland. So it's really when I think parts of Montgomery County and parts of, I guess, Arundel County, because you know Laurel is in 3 counties. It's in
Right.
Howard and Arundel PG, but I think of PG County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only Salisbury we acknowledge is steak.
No, I'm not. I don't fuck with no Salisbury steak.
I'm just saying that's the only one that's gonna.
I mean,
get
when I
passed
was
around here.
young, when I didn't have money, but I'm not.
When I didn't have money.
I haven't even seen Salisbury steak in years.
Right,
Those
I
is
don't even
TV
know if they
dinners.
still make it, but
Okay, yeah, they was. I used to eat TV dinners like shit. I thank
Yeah,
God
we-
for my health.
Yeah, Mostros now.
Hey, son.
Stun on
Yeah.
these motherfuckers.
Oh, excuse me, Monstros.
Yeah, let's go. You know what? Mother's Day, you heard it here. I'm taking both of my friends to Mostros.
Bet.
Don't fry me because I'm not eating. I'm just taking y'all out. All right, I'm gonna get a water and a salad.
Meanwhile,
A water and a salad. Okay.
his baby mom's is like,
I know. How you gonna take them
really?
bitches?
Yeah. So if
Well,
they,
thank you. I
if,
accept.
if they come back and they say, "Oh, I'm taking both of y'all to Mostros,"
All right, bet that.
Yeah, because there's a couple of high-end restaurants I'm just like boycotting right now.
yeah.
So.
Why?
But don't try to fry me. But y'all don't date me, so y'all can't fry me for having a salad.
Hell
and
no.
water, so.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like, I
So you
mean,
trying
more,
to get lean. I mean, more for me.
Right,
Let me get
more for me.
Y'all,
I like, you don't want a little, all right,
y'all
bet.
ever went out with a dude and y'all order something, he be like,
Nope.
"Yeah,
Never.
let me get the calamari."
No.
Never.
No.
Never. I would be like, I've seen scenarios. I've seen screenshots of guys cussing girls out.
But
Like, why
this-
would you get all that food and you saw me only get a Coke?
No.
You obviously knew I didn't have no. Like,
No, the reason I'm saying that is because I'm making sure that you can get whatever you want.
No,
You
I
can
know,
get with
but that's
liquor,
just
with
like-
wine, You don't have to
can't
order.
get us all. Let's just not go. Like I don't like that. Like
I never experienced that though.
Yeah,
I did have to pay half for a date before in high school.
Yeah, well, that's high school. Nobody
But
has money in
you
high
still can't take somebody trying to be like, I want to take you to the movies, and then be
That's
like,
true, but nobody has money in high school, so that's kind of.
Well, then you should make that agreement beforehand. Like, hey, I don't really have money because people do have money. I've been taken out on dates in high school and didn't have to pay.
Nobody had money when we were in high school. Y'all got.
Yeah,
money.
we was a little
I
different.
went to Suitland, like home at Ave, like it's like hustlers. We were shooting dice in the staircase. We had money.
So
What
then,
school you went to?
I went to Flowers. Shut up.
Y'all, them motherfuckers, y'all had money. Y'all had money.
People be having money in high
Went to
school.
Flowers.
Especially back then, movies
That
was
was
like
the
$10.
Beverly
You
Hills
got
of PG
$20.
County.
Really?
Yes, it was. Like you
Really?
at the Flowers, like all the girls was like driving at like 12.
Shut up.
Because they skipped 3 grades because they were so smart. Yeah.
It was like 12 girls that drove to school my senior year.
Yeah.
Every senior drove. I drove in 11th grade.
Oh yeah, but see, it was
Stun on them.
I was driving to driving school.
Like,
My mother worked a lot.
What driver school you went to?
The one right there in front of Suitland High School.
Who that?
Yeah.
We all went to that joint.
Oh,
Yes.
He made you drive around Church Road? Did you drive around Church Road?
See, let me tell you
y'all went
something
to
about
driving
driving school. Let me tell you something. So the owner of the school, and I hope that he don't. Well, actually, it's not. It's not
probably
there.
don't even
All right,
drive
bet.
no more.
So, oh, don't say that. He was
He
cool as
probably
shit.
does. If he was been wilding out since we started
Yeah.
driving, he doesn't have a job anymore. Continue.
Okay, so his son went to school with me. Shout out to him. You know who you are. I just don't want to blow the spot up.
Yeah.
So we had. This
You a
is when I
real
was
one.
trying out before.
Football
Extra point field goal kicker for the football team at my high school, and so we had 2-a-days during the time I was supposed to be in driving school. So I only did like 2-3 days worth of driving school, and then he just was like, just pass the test, and then you good. I never took a driving
I
test.
paid the nigga $150 and he just wrote me the certificate. I was driving to driving school too. I was driving. He said, "You know how to drive?" We drove to McDonald's.
Yeah,
Then we drove all the way to Walker Mill Road. It was like a sit go. He was like,
Yeah.
"Man, you good? Give me $150. I give you the certificate." He's a real one. I won't mention your name
I
either.
fucks with
y'all
him. I might even try to bleep out the name of it. Let's not even mention the name.
Oh yeah. It's not even in there anymore.
All right, bet.
It's
Yeah.
like something else. So it's like
Allegedly,
allegedly.
it was
cute.
ABC 123 driving
Yeah,
school.
exactly. So you didn't
All
go
of
to
this is
driving
alleged.
school?
My baby father taught me how to drive.
So how
But
did
you
you
gotta
get a
get this
license?
license. You gotta have the
It's
certificate.
all about the jig, dog. It's all about the jig. First of all,
You was 21
no, hell no.
when you got your license.
no,
Then how'd you do it?
dog.
She can't
I
be
had
21. She's only 22 now.
That was so cute. I love you. No,
Shit,
no,
say
you
no.
just don't like. You just be driving anyway. But then I got my license. I got a real license. I got my license when I was like 19. And DC, I was living in the city.
Oh, DC way
Yeah.
different.
Or DC,
If
that's
you
why the
19
motherfuckers in DC
Nah,
can't
if
drive
you,
now.
That- and Virginia.
But if
Yeah.
you not, hey, wow, relax. If you're 19 in the city, you don't have to go to driving school.
Yeah.
You just do the 40 hours
Yeah.
of practice driving log and just take the test. And so that's what I did.
Yeah.
But
DC
needless
sweet.
to- I had
DC
already
super
know
sweet.
how to, my baby papa taught me how to drive when I was in high school, but I was just like, I just
The
didn't have
worst drivers.
I had a permit, but I didn't get the paperwork.
Right.
until,
The worst drivers
19.
are Asian women from Virginia.
Yes. Oh my
Africans
fucking
from
gosh.
anywhere.
Yes.
Africans from Africa. I swear to God.
Where else you gonna be from if you
Africans from Africa.
They don't have roads there, so it's difficult. For
Shut
them.
the fuck up. Yes,
so we
they
gonna
do.
act like we ain't just see Wakanda flexing
Exactly.
like, don't do this.
Wakanda was first of all that was Northwest Africa. All right, that wasn't the regular.
I'm still laughing at
Africa.
the well, kinda.
Well, kinda.
No, but yeah, they're
They got
definitely
streets and shit. They may drive on the other side of the road,
worst.
but